All right, good afternoon, good evening, good morning if you're still on the West Coast. Buenas tardes and boa tarde. Thank you for joining us on another wonderful webinar with Sarah Pigley, the founder of Private Travel Iceland. So Sarah, we can't wait to see your beautiful country and the way you said it.
Thank you very much, Dominique. Let me just share my... So I was just saying to Dominique that this presentation is based on winter, so we're looking ahead, but I wanted to just do a quick recap with summer and the situation, just to sort of let you know where we all stand. So probably like the rest of Europe, it's crazy. It's really, really busy. We are now stopping to take self-drive bookings for the summer, so we won't be doing any more this season, and that's purely because availability of rental cars, it's just gone crazy. The rental car companies were ordering more cars, they've been delayed, which means then we book the bigger sort of category, but people now, because they can't get the smaller ones, are booking the bigger ones. So we've decided to take the decision to sort of do no more self-drive. As for guided itineraries, we have a blackout date band between the 9th and the 20th of July, where all of our guides that we work with are on tours. So we can't do sort of any touring between that time. If clients are flexible, obviously before the 9th of July or after the 20th of July, we will try our utmost. Then that just comes down to accommodation, and we're just seeing what's available and seeing what we can shuffle around and just sort of clicking things together to make it work for your clients. We are trying our hardest, but it is very, very limited. So I would just warn clients when you speak to them, but obviously we're more than happy to have a look and to see what we've got for you. So that being said, with summer, we've decided then to look forward already, even though summer hasn't really started, to winter, and to start getting people to forward plan. Again, we are already having quite a few bookings for October, November, December, and even through to 2023. So obviously, as we always say to people, the earlier you get in, the better fit, and everything that we can get for your clients, we will be able to get for them. So as all in my presentations, I just do a sort of quick rundown of Iceland first, and then we'll start talking about sort of winter and good things to recommend for then. So this is just a main sort of map of Iceland with the main highlights on there. People coming to Iceland for the first time, we usually focus them on the Reykjavik area, and then down this south coast, sort of usually sometimes as far as Jökulsárlón, which is the Glacier Lagoon and the Diamond Beach. So we can do the majority of that area in a week. People coming for longer, we'll then sort of head them up to some of the West Fjords or up to the north. People coming for their second time, we will look then, if they focused on the south, we'll focus then on the north or the west for their second time. And people coming in the summer months, looking for next summer now, for longer than a week, up to sort of 2 weeks, then we can do the full ring road of the country then. So as I mentioned earlier, Jökulsárlón, this is the Diamond Beach. So you have the main Glacier Lagoon, Jökulsárlón, and then there's another one next to it. And then along that sort of stretch of coastline, it's all the black sand beach. So where all the icebergs come from the ocean, they wash up onto the beach, they break up, and then they produce these beautiful sort of diamond icebergs on the beach. And then I thought I was going to show a map where there is. So I'll just go backwards. That is just there on the Glacier Lagoon. So we'll just pop forward. This is a beautiful picture of the Northern Lights over the Glacier Lagoon from a photographer that we work with, Thor. He supplies us with a lot of our images, and we also work with him on photography tours. So if you've got a client that's got an interest, we'll check on his availability and see if he can come along and do a day or two, or even the whole tour on photography sort of focused. So there we go, that's at the Glacier Lagoon. This is Thorsmork. So this is a super Jeep day that we do. I'll show you the vehicles a little bit later on. And this is when you start going into the interior of Iceland. So we can't do this with the regular vehicle, and self-drivers can't do this area. So it's done with the specialized super Jeep. And you're going through, these are glacier rivers here on the bottom of the picture, and canyons and hidden waterfalls. It's a really beautiful day. We can do this all year round. And it's good for people who like to do hiking. So we can do anything from sort of a soft walk up to a really good hike. So Thorsmork there, just sort of going into the interior of Iceland. This is Skogafoss waterfall, one of the many of 10,000 waterfalls in Iceland. This one's based on the south coast. So we do this with our South Shore Day. And it's located sort of close to Hotel Ranga and Hotel Skallakot. And again, they're not far from the black sand beaches there, just on the south coast. This is Gullfoss. So this is the same waterfall that's behind Dominique. She's got the summer version. And this one is the winter version, just to show you sort of how they change throughout the seasons. This waterfall is located in the Golden Circle Day, just there. This is a US aircraft shipwreck that's on the black sand beaches of the south coast, so we can include this in the South Shore Day, and just a sort of image to show what it's like with the northern lights behind. And that's down there on the south coast. This lovely mountain is Kirkafjord, and this is in Snæfellsnes Peninsula, so the west coast of Iceland. So people that have got a little bit longer or wanting maybe to do something a little bit more off the beaten track, or returning clients to Iceland. And that's there on the Snæfellsnes Peninsula. In terms of transportation, after COVID, we upgraded all of our vehicles. So we're now working for the majority of our tours with the V-Class and the Mercedes, sort of up to 5 packs, depending on size of people. For 2 to 3 packs, we're using this Mercedes SUV here. We use the sedans for sort of normal transfers, and then sort of bigger groups above 5, we're looking at Sprinters. These are the Super Jeeps. So again, if we've got the bigger group, we'll use the Sprinter Super Jeep version. So they're just the regular vehicles, but they've been modified and put on these tires, which could be anything from sort of 32 to 42-inch tires. So it's easier on the terrain of Thorsmork in the Highlands in the summer, and if we're doing some things with some glaciers. And then obviously the last sort of option on the main transportation is helicopters. We operate them all year round. Obviously with Iceland, the weather does change, so it is weather permitting. We try and put them at the beginning of the itinerary, that way then if there is any changes with weather, we've got more sort of days behind us to try and sort of shuffle things around and get them up on those helicopters. So the main draw for Iceland in the winter months is the Northern Lights. This is, I would say, the top reason that people are coming to the country. Obviously, it's nothing that we can guarantee. We wish we could. But they start sort of appearing from September time through till about April. Obviously, the deeper you go into winter, the shorter days that we have, the more chance that you have of seeing them. On a normal touring itinerary, we will put at least one private Northern Light hunt, which is where their driver guide will be checking the forecast and where the Northern Lights look good. They'll speak with your clients, and then they'll take them out to go and search for them when they think it's the most appropriate time. A lot of the hotels now outside of Reykjavik, where the light pollution is a lot less, have what we call Northern Light wake-up calls. So if whoever's doing the night shift at the hotel sees the Northern Lights come out, you can put your name on a list and they'll give your room a call in the middle of the night, and you can sort of open your curtains, go outside and then sort of experience them that way. So just some really stunning images of Northern Lights. Obviously, they are amazing, but when you take a picture with a slow shutter speed, you do get a more sort of accentuated version of it. So these are all different versions of the Northern Lights. So in terms of what we can do in activities in the winter, the majority of them in Iceland are all year round. We do have a few that are more sort of summer based, but in terms of using the Super Jeep excursions, we can do them all year round, and they're especially good in the winter. We can do ice walking, ice climbing, and snowmobiling in the winter. They can actually be done all year round. And then we can go inside a glacier. We can go inside some ice caves as well in the winter, and some sort of lava tunnels as well. We can do the ATV and buggy rides all year round, and also the horseback riding. Horses are for any level of people. If you've never been on a horse, not a problem. And the Icelandic horse is a lot smaller than the horses that we know. It's more closer to like a Shetland pony. And they have an extra gait when they're walking, so they have a different trot to sort of regular horses. So if you've never been on a horse, it's not a problem. Or if you're an experienced rider, it's not a problem. Just let us know, and we can sort of pre-warn the people, and they can pick the right horses for the clients and things. Obviously, I would say 99% of our clients coming to Iceland visit the Blue Lagoon. There's numerous ways now that we can do it. We can either take a premium entrance into the main lagoon, or we can take a locker, a VIP locker at the retreat, which is now where all the VIP accesses are. So the retreat is the 5-star hotel. I'll show you a few images of that later on. And it's exclusive to people only staying at the hotel. Apart from, they have about 12 private cabins that they open up to the public that can be used daily. And you can book sort of 4-hour slots. So if you're not staying at the retreat hotel or the 4-star Silica hotel, then we can book these entrances to the main lagoon or the retreat lagoon. In the retreat, they have this amazing experience called the ritual. So everyone has access to this without charge. And as you can see, these 3 pillars in the middle here, they all have different sort of masks and scrubs from silica and lava that you use in sort of different stages. You put them on, you leave them for a little while, you scrub them off, you shower them off, and then you go to the next area of this ritual, and your skin afterwards is just immense. You can do that, then go into the lagoon, and the waters of the lagoon just make you feel like your skin's like a baby. It's just amazing. So I'm just going to run through sort of a select few of our sort of main hotels that we like to work with. So following on from the Blue Lagoon and the retreat, I would say if you ask anyone in our office, this is everyone's favorite hotel. We like to usually include this at the end of the stay because it's close proximity to the airport. It's only sort of 20 minutes away. And also Iceland's a more active holiday and more adventurous holiday. So you're outdoors, you're braving the elements, you're hiking, you're walking, you're doing excursions on snowmobiles or ATVs. So, you know, you're not sort of getting much downtime. So to have a night or two at the retreat at the end to enjoy the spa, the lagoon and the facilities is just an amazing way to sort of finish your trip in Iceland. And that's located there in the Reykjanes Peninsula, which is close to the airport. Deplar Farm is an 11 experience property up in the north of Iceland. During pre-summer months, it's famous for its heli skiing. And then they have sort of 2-3 night minimum stays and usually sort of 5 nights on sort of peak periods like Christmas or the heli skiing. It's a small property, it's all inclusive, so all your activities, all your food and drink are all in there. And then they have a few supplements for other sort of extreme activities, but it's a really, really stunning, beautiful property. And that's just a glimpse of it in the winter with the northern lights. And that's located up there in the north. When we're going to the Glacier Lagoon, outside of sort of Reykjavik and that south coast area, hotels get to sort of more 3-4 star. They're very clean, they're very comfortable, but they're just not as luxurious. So this is the Fosshotel. This is an Icelandic chain, and this one's based at the Glacier Lagoon. So that's the option that we usually head for first there. And again, that's based at Jökulsárlón. Hotel Ranga on the south coast. Beautiful property, beautiful situation, really lovely food. The room's just a little bit tired now, but the service and everything else is still really amazing. So it's a really good option for us to still use. My personal favorite on the south coast is Skálholt. And this one is on a working farm. So the owner is the farmer. He goes out every day doing his farming. If people are interested, he's more than happy to have you tag along and to see how the farm works and operates. But it's a really beautiful boutique property on the south coast. And that's it there in the sort of winter time with the northern lights. That one's located south coast. So on a clear day, not usually in winter, you can see all the way to the Westman Islands from there. Going towards the west, sort of as you leave Reykjavik, is Hotel Husafell. So this is a good base if you wanted to do the Borgarfjörður area or into the Glacier or Vidkimir, which is a lava cave. So this is a really beautiful property. There we go. And that's just located there just before the sort of, I like to call it the entrance of the West Fjords. And then Torfhus, which is an amazing property. I can't speak highly enough of this hotel. It's located in the Golden Circle, and they've modeled their properties on the old Icelandic turf houses. So these ones here in the image are the 2-bedroom turf house. You get 2 bedrooms. They can either be king or twin. They'll set it up as you like. A living area, which is this picture just here, and 1 bathroom between the 2 bedrooms. You also get, you can just see it here, the edge of these rocks, your own private hot pool, which is just amazing in the winter. You can come out of your little side entrance here, the hot pool's on, northern lights are above, all of this around you here is snow and ice, so you can put your bottle of wine or vodka or something to keep chilled and just sit back and relax. They also have 1-bedroom units. They're more open plan, and they're in groups of 3. So if you've got a family of sort of 2 adults, 4 kids, then you can block all 3, and then they have the private hot pool between the 3 of them. And there it is in the sort of winter months. They have the most amazing restaurant. They don't have a menu, and the chef changes every day, and everyone seats down who's staying at the property at the same time at 8 o'clock, and everyone's served at the same time. And it's more of a sort of experience, the different types of foods and ways of serving that they're doing it. It's really phenomenal. And that's located there in the Golden Circle. The addition opened at the end of last year. They're still doing a little bit of construction work sort of around it, and still finishing some parts off to it at the moment. It's a good option for connecting rooms and getting families of 4 into 1 room. So that's something to sort of bear in mind in Reykjavik. Then we've got the Consulate Hotel in Reykjavik, which is part of Iceland Air Hotels. I like to use this one for sort of more mature couples. I think just the decor and the style fits a bit better. Then we've got Sand Hotel, which is my favorite in Reykjavik. It's a small sort of boutique properties. We do use the higher rooms in this one because the lower room categories are quite small. And then Canopy Hotel, which is a bit more sort of younger. It's got a good sort of vibe and buzz about it. And then just lastly, to finish on some of the special moments we've done over the years, we've Harper Concert Hall, we've hired it out with the Philharmonic Orchestra to do a private concert for clients. We can arrange all sorts of different private dinners in tents, Game of Thrones style, bachelor parties or events. They're set up for a private dinner for them. Lovely picnics with private chefs or Viking setups, and that's just what the tents sort of look like inside. Or hiring out into the glacier or inside the volcano for drinks or sort of special occasions. We've had proposals and all sorts of things happened in there. So there we go. That's just an idea of what we do.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Always a pleasure to go with you to your beautiful country. You're actually lucky because it's a country you can sail all year long. Huh?
Yes,
it's incredible. Huh?
We find, people come in the summer and they want to come back, then experience it in winter and vice versa. So
yeah, I'm not surprised. Huh? So we had a few questions, but you answered them with your speech. Robin, you said, hello from Atlanta, multitasking Iceland is on my bucket list. And I don't see any other question. I know Cheryl and Celine say hello at the beginning. Is there anyone else who has a question or something before we say goodbye to Sarah? I don't see. Okay, Lisa, you said thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you for your useful information. I've never been to Iceland and look forward to visit. That definitely. And then everyone got the little information that Sarah gave us at the beginning regarding the summer. So we never, she will, maybe if she can, she will never say us to no to us or to you.
Yes.
So don't
We will
forget.
always try our hardest.
Voilà,
As long
voilà.
as people are flexible in the summer, then we can see
Yes,
what we can
yes,
do.
yes. All right, perfect. So I'm going to wish everyone a good rest of the day. Good evening to you, Sarah. Thank you for joining us, because I know
Thank
you're
you.
busy and you're working late. And
No
but it was a pleasure to have you. Huh? So goodbye,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
You said, Robin, you would like some information about the hotel details. I think in the follow-up, Sarah, you will send the presentation, the recording, and then of course each of you,
Yes.
you have a specific question to Sarah, you can send it via email. You know also that we have our appointment platform called Let's Connect 365. Sarah is on it. You can check which day she's available, which time. And what we see more and more is you inviting your clients to join the call. So Sarah can prepare, you can ask Sarah to prepare an itinerary, and then your clients will join, and then they will ask the question right away. And you see how Sarah is selling her country. You probably close the sale right there, huh?
I was going to say, this is it's a really good option if it's either the first call and you're not sure about Iceland and you're not feeling confident, or we've already talked and we sent a proposal and the clients want to go through the itinerary just with questions and things. I'm always more than happy to do that for you.
Yes, Cheryl, we will be sending the recording. It's actually Sarah who will be sending the recording. You said also you're going to Iceland in August with 8 travel advisors, and you're asking Sarah if she's happy to help you plan some of the activities. I think you can speak together. And
when you get my email with the recording, just drop me the information and we can see what we can do for you.
Perfect. Huh? All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining our webinar. And I see one more coming. Cheryl, you said fantastic. All right. Big hug to everybody. Good
Thank you, everyone.
And see you soon on another webinar. Huh? Bye-bye.
Bye.